Okay, so we're going to talk about the model of differentiating and maintaining complex organisms using mitosis and meiosis, which is about the most boring way of saying we're talking about cell sex. Mitosis and meiosis. So, what's the difference between mitosis and meiosis? Meiosis only happens in sex cells, sperm and egg cells, not your regular cells. Meiosis is only happening in the genital area. So when you want to make a baby, not a clone, how do you do that? You would make a sex cell with only has half as much DNA. So you start, you make a little clone of yourself, but then you switch it up, and so you only have half the DNA. Then you give half the DNA, and the other person gives half the DNA, and suddenly you've got a lot of DNA, enough DNA for another human being. Warning. The following contains a graphic depiction of cell sex. So here we go. So here's a cell going into anaphase, and it's breaking up and it's switching out. These are kind of these little tubules in here are all happening at the same time, and it's starting to push itself apart. And you see there's starting to be a rupture in the middle here. We don't understand every part of this process. There is anaphase as it breaks apart, and you see it switching into two cells. And now you are cloning yourself. You're cloning yourself, and off you go, pinching it off. And suddenly the DNA has doubled itself. This is simply mitosis. The body is just going into a mitotic switch. So meiosis does that twice, so the DNA gets mixed and matched. When the sex cell goes and finds another sex cell to make a unique new person. So mitosis, one round, 1, 2, and division. Meiosis, 1, 2, division, and division again. Okay, so that's the difference. Mitosis is just a cell cloning itself. It's just a single cell off in a corner, no other cells involved. I prefer mating at tea time. Interphase, resting. Prophase, bunching into those balls. Metaphase, lining up with your partner. Anaphase, getting tight and separated. Telophase, coming apart and getting all goofy. And psychokinesis, rebuilding your strength for another go. So that's happening in mitosis. Here's some edited footage. You can watch that yourself. Remember, mitosis is something you can do by yourself. For meiosis to be successful, you need to be with a partner. You need to have somebody else dedicating half of their stuff to the process. Mitosis is totally alone. Meiosis is going to a party. But we can go deeper
Image many
into
years
the
ago,
edges
and
of
I wondered with
science. So we can actually go and look at how that telophase and anaphase and all of the steps take place. But remember, mitosis totally alone. Meiosis is only in sex cells, and it has to have a partner. Those are the two things, and it's twice as complicated because it has to divide twice. Thank you.